take a little bit of step back and kind of refresh everybody's memory on some of the stuff that has happened and kind of compare it to what's happening now. And, it kind of gives that fresh look and exposes more of the nonsense.
Because JJ is the honorable man that he is, and he will not allow the appearance of impropriety into what he's responsible for. If the pickle doesn't fit, you must acquit. But
hitting all around that 6 figures.
Do you say figures or fingers?
Either or.
Yeah. Oh, Victoria B, it gets better. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. All righty. So, and JJ, you haven't been charged or convicted with criminal misappropriation of county resources, anything like that?
No, and of course we can go through this again, but of course sometimes I think we're trying to explain this to a group of people that still don't know the difference between a witness and a defendant. But an ethics violation is not civil, nor is it criminal. There is no guilty, there is no not guilty. But those are kind of big words, and I used a lot of them in one sentence, so I don't expect them to understand.
Would that be considered corrupt? Using your title for non-legal purposes?
I mean, it would definitely be some kind of official misconduct. And then also, whenever you open that can of worms up, all the skeletons in the closet usually seem to fall out. So, it starts off as one small thing, but then once you open that closet and the skeletons start falling out, because let's face it, the people that's blackmailing you, they're going to be the first ones to throw you underneath the bus and say why they're blackmailing you. So then on top of that, you got all these other skeletons falling out of your closet. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely misconduct for sure. If you wantonly and knowingly did something that was false, or you did a favor for somebody that you wouldn't do for somebody else.
It's kind of like that in anything else in the world, whether you're at a job or, you're driving down the road breaking the law, there's rules and regulations. And whenever you fail to abide by them and somebody takes action against you, you shouldn't get your feelings hurt. I mean, you should just lick your wounds and do better.
Like after this ethics hearing, there was a whole lot of county people in that ethics hearing, and hearing that stuff, it actually has trickled down through the community, and it's actually helped me. I've gained a whole lot of momentum. One thing I'm going to use that momentum for is during the next election cycle. Actually, I have plans now, unless I have a change of heart in the next 8 or 9 months. I'm actually going to step up and do something I said I was never going to get into and do. So that's going to be interesting the next election cycle. So, all right. And again, I've always encouraged people before they listen to some clown on YouTube, just randomly throw out garbage, do a little bit of homework.
I thought of something that might help you, JJ.
What's that?
Employee performance appraisal forms. Everybody get one once a year. Either they meet requirements, they exceed requirements, or they fail to meet requirements.
Here's the thing, Gremlin. Of course, we actually do have employee evaluations, and we can do them.
Nerd Girl Kids World for $4.99. Wrangler, you've been given a new nickname by Dingling on his live, the Murder Burglar. I do apologize for not getting back.
Once again, Kaiser is fundraising off of the dead dog. Just as a reminder, I think this one was supposed to be his mom's dog. He's had, 2 dogs, He's had 2 dogs die. He said Kimmy's dog died. There was 3. He said he fundraised specifically for to get a husky for his daughter, his daughter does not exist. The husky does not exist. There's the 4th lie, and then he just fucking said his mom's dog died. I've never ever, other than Michael Vick, have you ever heard anybody lie about dogs this much? It's insane.
With y'all more this week, it's
Of course, I've never known any people that I would consider to be a scam artist actually know them that well. But
I believe in karma way too much. JJ can verify that. All the conversations he's had with me, I fear karma. I fear karma being pissed at me because I've been on the wrong side of that shit. James Stern, Audit Wrangler. According to dumbwaiter Joey Simpson, you have court December 25th and you will be going to prison. Would you please address it? Yeah.
Something about the whole vocabulary. And I mean, I know they're law scholars and all, but there's a difference between the word has
Yeah.
and had. You had charges. You don't has charges. You don't have any current pending charges. So it's past tense.
What, dude?
But yeah, we'll take care of that in a little while, JJ.
Okay.
Look at
All right.
JJ. Look at his head right there. Look at that peanut fucking head. Look at JJ's noggin. Bad genes. Both these dudes. We're watching the recessive gene show between these two. These guys are just a fucking amalgamation. I keep using the word amalgamation. They're just. It's a bunch of recessive genes in a bag, and then they just shook them up and they made JJ and Wrangler.
really, and then whenever things don't go their way, what is their go-to? Oh, let's run over to Stone Vet, the degenerative, disgraced YouTuber with the non-symmetrical mouth. I'm sure everybody's heard of Stone Vet before. He's that moron that it seems like he gets high.
Stone part.
Yeah, he likes to get on YouTube and make his ridiculous videos. And
It's insanity. JJ claims he's gonna file RICO. Claims he has filed RICO charges against me, against fucking old Sarge Finkel, against people who are laughing at him on the internet. Fucking incredible. This is just incredible.
that he tells everybody that he was in intelligence in the military, which I don't think the word intelligence before or after his name has ever been there, because there's no part of him that's intelligent. So, but he made a 6-minute live stream video.
By the way, before we get into this, they said the other day, which we have clips of, that they filed a federal lawsuit in Indiana District Court to sue me. But now they're about to say they're going to file a second lawsuit.
And he referred to William Meadows in this video. He didn't realize he was showing some paperwork that actually belonged to the wrong William Meadows. So today, I took his 6-minute video and I actually sent it over to a civil rights attorney in Indiana. And I let them watch it and I explained to them the situation. In the process, I actually called the Carrollton County Jail in Kentucky. And I actually gave my phone number out and I asked them to contact the William Meadows, the wrong one, and pass my phone number alone so I could talk to him. So they did. About 15 minutes, I guess probably the guy probably thought he's in trouble. He called me and we actually had quite the lengthy conversation, and I referred him to the video and he watched it and he called me back about 20 minutes later. And of course, he was a little bit mad, but then he sort of chuckled. You know, he basically said the same thing we always say, you know, what a bunch of idiots. So I've actually done told the attorney that if she wants to do the paperwork and if Billy's willing to do all the process and all the legwork to it, that I'll fully fund her attorney fees for him to file a civil lawsuit against Stone Vet. But if Billy and Anna want part of whatever he has, I'll help him get it. So,
Well,
and I know Stone Vet's watching this, and Stone Vet, you probably ought to know by now that if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and it's or that I've already done it. So
You've literally never, ever, ever fucking come through on anything you have ever fucking claimed about me or anybody. You were fortunate somehow because you work for a corrupt local fucking government and you're a corrupt official that you got some shit on Chris, but there's no fucking way. I don't know how that shit will stand, but whatever. I don't know. But JJ, you can't. You never ever follow through on anything.
I've heard three good people today, just in videos alone, who have just been bashed and trashed and their name running around, false accusations, just completely just railroaded. The first one is Miss Georgetta Garcia. I couldn't believe that whenever I heard that. Told well, she had sticky fingers. She likes to sleep around. So she's a thief. And, well, I mean, I'm not going to say what else, you know, obviously she was called. You know, that's just about bottom of the barrel, despicable. Well, then it got a little bit closer to home. Then they want to start messing with Billy and Anna. So I guess what I want to offer to Billy and Anna, and also Miss Georgetta, if somebody can reach out to her, is I'm a public servant. I think everybody will agree on that. As a public servant, it's my job to look out for the people, the victims.
Amen.
So to Billy and Anna, if you all need any help with an attorney so you all can get your name to quit being running aground, I want to put up the first $5,000 towards a retainer to an attorney. And I can have that to you Monday. Miss Georgetta, if you're out there and you want your name cleared and you want this off of your record, I have $5,000 for you for an attorney retainer too. And if you need more, I will take care of the entire attorney bill.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know what I'd be able to help out with, JJ. How was Amber's appointment or Amber's meeting?
Oh. Well, I guess the best way to explain it is Amber and three other people, they actually went to see somebody today. They're tired of being harassed. They're tired of being falsely accused of stuff. Actually, they're just tired of being slandered and bullied around and harassed. So before I left, we actually had a conversation, and I agreed that I thought it was time to spend the money and help them take care of their problem. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
So, again, here we go. Like, I'm going to play it again so we can just actually get all the parts to the puzzle piece, right? Because there's layer. It's like an onion. When JJ opens its mouth thing, it's like an onion in there. There's layers.
I guess the best way to explain it is Amber and 3 other people, they actually went to see somebody today. They're tired of being harassed.
So Amber and 3 other people went to see a guy at the place with the thing, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 people, right? There's 4 people that went to see the guy with the thing. So JJ's financing fucking 6 different lawsuits to get Chris. Like, again, I just want to point out how fucking insane this is that JJ is going to finance 6 different people to go after Chris. Again, showing that the court case, the court case isn't a vendetta or anything like that. Like, okay, if that's what you want to think.
They are discussing how to digitally harass JJ and yours truly. And they actually, let me do that. And it's not an assumption. They actually have got us by name. And
No. And I think you need to focus too on the very top there. You kind of cut her off there a little bit. This almost goes back to
bringing that back down some.
This almost goes back to some good evidentiary.
Yeah. Well, at the very, very top of this chat right here is it's a reply from official misconduct that says, "Thank you."
Okay, now, granted, there's a few things about this that might be hard to keep up with, like that very first comment. But as you read them, kind of pause a little bit and let's break them down a little bit, okay? Just to show Callie they're willing to flip-flop and they really don't have a real side. They're not for the good, they're not for the bad. They're just, like you always say, they're just drama whores that are just they're just there just for the drama. I mean, it's really funny.
It seems to me that what they are conspiring to do here is to harass, and in your case, harass and intimidate a public official.
Well, actually, after talking to the Commonwealth attorney today and actually showing him some of this and actually showing him with all 3 people that's involved in this, actually it falls underneath the 3 Kentucky revised statutes. Number 1 being 525070. It's actually harassment. A person is guilty of harassment when, with the intent to intimidate, harass, or annoy or alarm another person, there's several elements, but this one here, engages in a course of conduct or repeatedly commits acts which alarm or seriously annoy another person, which serves no legitimate purpose. Or we can jump over to intimidating a participant in the legal process. It's a felony in Kentucky. It's actually 524040. The person is guilty of intimidating a participant in the legal process when, by the use of harassing communications as described in KRS 525080, physical force, a threat directed to a person he or she believes to be a participant in the legal process, he or she influences or attempts to influence testimony, vote, decision, or opinion of that person. One of the people in here knows that their life partner, live-in partner, whatever you want to call them, actually has pending charges that are mine. So harassing communications, 525080. A person is guilty of harassing communications when, with the intent to intimidate, harass, annoy, or alarm another person, he or she communicates with a person anonymously or otherwise by telephone, telegraph, mail, or any other form of electronic or written communication in a manner which causes annoyance or alarm or serves no legitimate purpose. So right here we have
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of other projects in mind to fuck with JJ and Kaiser. Jenny, yeah, I got a replies to it. Just don't use your real email. If you have a VPN, which VPNs are for morons, guys. Set it up in another country. Chuck, oh, I know. With the little ringleader at the very top. Now this is great evidence, folks. This is an example of dumb people doing dumb things and getting dumb prizes. This is also what they call probable cause in Kentucky. Probable cause in a case like this where you have intent. This is just probable cause to actually put on a search warrant for any kind of electronic device that can be used to transmit such things as this. So thank you guys. Great job again. Carry on, carry on. I love self-incriminating. You all make this too easy. 110%. And of course, I like to touch on here Larry McGowan. He said Meade County should revoke Tiffany's bond based on this threat alone. Larry McGowan, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more, but I've also forwarded this on to two other guys that I know, and both of them, by the way, are great fathers. And if I was them guys, I would also use this also in any kind of child or custody hearings that I had coming up or that may be coming up. Because, I mean, I would think that while somebody was in possession of a child or trying to get any kind of custody of a child, I sure wouldn't be on the internet trying to inspire to with other people to commit crimes, help somebody else or be an accomplice in committing other crimes. So, I mean, I think this could be used for a lot of things, Larry McGowan. Let me take that back. This is going to be used in a lot of things. So, and I actually sent a message out earlier, actually, to one of the people that's in here and told them thank you. Just because I know that they're going to be listening by now. They're probably already tuned in. Chuck, Jenny, thank you guys. And I guess I'll leave this kind of open ended, but I guess it's up to you guys if I can say I'll see you guys soon. You can say narcissist, you can say sociopath, you can say a lot of things, but I don't think it's just a one of any of them. I think it's a combined, it's a bunch of things all combined into one.
So the first one that we're going to go over is the audit for the fiscal court for the fiscal year 2023. From the Auditor of Public Accounts, we had a state audit this time. On the schedule findings, we did have one for significant deficiency. The Meade County Jail Commissary Fund annual financial statement presented to the county treasurer was not prepared as required by KRS 68.210. So that was the only finding that we had in our audit. But we don't have, that's something that the jail does. That's not something that we have control over.
Isn't that the second year that's come up?
This is the second year. Yes, sir.
Same finding, right?
Same finding.
Okay. So sounds like a pattern. Mm-hmm.
Is JJ or the deputy jailer here to talk about their corrective action plan? Because this seems to be a trend, you know.
Can I have a motion to table this discussion concerning the schedule of finding in the report of audit until next month's fiscal court meeting, and require the jailer be present to discuss his plan of action, corrective action? Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's see, do we have JJ? JJ here? Okay.
I did send him an email and told him that you all would like for him to be here.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we tabled it, is for him to come in front of us and in front of the people, the community, to address this.
I guess we can table it until Next business meeting, next fiscal court.
which I used to attend every fiscal court meeting. So anytime something was voted on, anytime I ever talked to the fiscal court, that means that I was involved in proceedings. So if I was there, I was involved. It was a proceeding that was taking place. Now I don't go to the fiscal court meetings just for that reason. They've actually asked me to be there at the last couple of them, just to give updates, but I'm not going to them anymore. Because if it's going to be used against me, if they want me to go and give information and be involved in the proceedings, and don't turn around and use it against me. So,
Is the jailer here to discuss his corrective action plan to address the schedule of findings? Got it. All right. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Is there any action to be taken from closed session? The action to be taken is fiscal court requests county treasurer to arrange a full audit of records for FY 22-23 of the Meade County Jail Canteen by professional services. Any discussion? Okay, is the jailer here to discuss the corrective action plan to address the scheduled findings? JD, would you like that? Yeah. Come on up. Thank you.
That's what you job.
Hold on. Good.
What's that?
What did he say?
Yes, what questions we might have?
I guess it'd be kind of explain the findings from our understanding is some discrepancy between, I guess, general commissary funds and inmate commissary funds.
Now, like I said, Direct D has done real time. And you know that Arizona prisons are no joke.
Who is Direct D? Is Direct D the auditing Erie guy?
No. Direct D is the other guy. His name is Christopher Ruff. But he's done serious time in Arizona state prisons.
Is he considered an auditor, or is he considered?
Yeah, he's a fraud.
Frauditor?
Yes,
Or a
actually, yes, he actually has about 4 warrants out for him right now, which is kind of why he hasn't been frauding in about 6 months. He has the ability and the street smarts to completely just nail Chrissy on his in the moment bullshit.
Now, of course, what's this guy's name again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Direct D, like Direct Delta, Direct D.
How many subscribers does Direct D have? Every time you see people jump up on these big channels, because I don't know, I'm picturing them singing that old country song, I want to be somebody one day. You got to think before you go up and you try to sell bullshit to a channel this big. They didn't build their channel making bad decisions. And I guarantee you, they, like I said, I don't know, maybe they built their channel off harassing the police and everything else, but they probably told the truth, or what they believed to be the truth, and they didn't go way out in left field. What's the other one below that say? I can't read them.
Oh, it's something meant as a shot at me from Chris.
Oh.
How about that? Since he's literally running from warrants, I wonder if that $100 could be considered could that be considered a crime, JJ? Since he's on
hell no.
Warrants?
Not if the person didn't know. Won't you read off what is that $100 super chat? What is that? Who's it from? And not at all trying to play the devil's advocate on that, but maybe for our benefit or just maybe actually just calling the truth out. If he did make a few bucks off of it. I'd rather him make a few bucks off of telling the truth and doing good than I would if he would have made a video or a live where he was harassing somebody else making money off of it. So
Yeah.
if there's a silver lining of that cloud, that might be it. But yeah, I will agree with your comment there, Fred Van Hoos.
Well, and don't think, guys, for 1 second that Direct D did all that out of the goodness of his heart the other night. Cause keep in mind, he's literally on the run. He is a wanted fugitive in the state of Arizona. He is literally on the run.
What's he on the run for? What's his warrants for?
The judge allowed him to remain out of jail. He allowed him to delay his sentence while he was appealing the convictions. He booked.
See, there's a whole lot of these people that's in the chat here that's actually telling me a whole lot of stuff that even shows me I don't even have to waste my time actually on watching any videos just trying to figure out how somebody is. I mean, and we're making death threats towards police officers and deadbeat dad, and so hell, you already told me enough.
Of course, I don't want to talk out of turn and talk about stuff that I don't have direct knowledge of, but word on the street, there's been a channel, not saying everybody agrees with him. He's actually been doing a little bit of research and a little bit of an outreach, and he's reached out to quite a few people, and I think he's going to have some pretty interesting content come out in the coming future. I think he's sort of done like a victims outreach, maybe letting them tell their side of the story on a whole lot of stuff.
I meant to ask you earlier, and I hope you don't mind me asking you in front of everybody. How is that new business venture going?
Well, of course, I got two of them going, but if it's the one I think you're talking about, it's definitely a change of pace, something I've never been acclimated with. So kind of learning the ropes, and but all in all, it's going good. I think it's going to be a good thing. So
outstanding.
A little bit of work.
Oh, good God Almighty. Wow.
I just threw up in my mouth.
I was actually a little grateful.
Again, I mean, who cares that they're saying this shit? It's gross. It's so gross. But an elected official and a convicted felon are on here talking about Chris and Tiffany. If they cared about Tiffany's kids at all, they would fucking never not be saying this shit. They would go. It's all fucking crazy. They're pieces of, goddamn it, they're just pieces of shit human beings, man. These really are.
I'm going to call myself an intel gatherer and putting out the facts and uniting a group of people who has all fell victim. And I've been the only one out of all the different agencies, whether that be in Indiana, Kentucky, Carrollton, that has actually took the time to put them all together, who has a log of every address that's ever been doxed, even as far as, even as close as yesterday, with my mother's home and address being put on and being put on a community post. I'm the only person that's done that. That's why they don't like me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. And if there is any consequences, I will suffer them. I'm fine with that. But I said it. I said this last year, the week of Christmas. I am in this till the end. I will see this through, no matter how much money it costs, no matter where I have to drive to or where I have to go, I will see this through. I think it's wrong, and I'm going to do my very best to put a stop to it. Hell or high water.
Thank you, JJ.
If I show up on your surveillance, dude, I ain't really worried about it because there's no signage. It looked public. It looked like the town dump, and there was no signage saying no trespassing or private property.
What the fuck?
I hope your probation and parole, whatever, whoever you're on bond, right? Did your mom put her house up for your bond
Check.
wrangler?
Check the back
I
chat.
really hope they knew about this little pit stop.
Somebody just said something about wanting to go near, asked about Chrissy's dwelling. And I got to tell you, I never went on the property, but just being near the property, I wanted to go get a damn tetanus shot. Just saying, you know, as a preventative measure. That like JJ or I are physically scared of him. I mean, that should be grounds enough to piss test his ass. But hey.
Well, hey, Wrangler.
Yes, sir.
I can say this. I mean, I showed up as a witness today, and I didn't call dispatch or the city police and ask for an escort.
A witness in the case. JJ has now involved himself to that level.
In their personal lives. His case is against fucking Chris, not her. And he's doing this kind of level. Fuck that motherfucker.
Here's your government, people. This is your government.
Court in and out of the courthouse today. So I mean, I can say that I didn't do that
because
That's
you
awesome,
carry
but I
a
bet you got up and
weapon.
walked into the fucking courthouse and didn't need a damn armed escort because of your level of being, you know, your level of bitchness.
And I would.
And
that would probably
Todd
lead
was
me to
out
believe
there.
Probably the next question
Armed,
is,
I'm sure.
how would JJ know such a thing? Well, that should probably make you wonder what conversations I might have had with some of the local police or sheriff's officer.
Guys, tune in the next couple days. We're going to have an interview with a never before interviewed person on YouTube. What should they not forget?
Don't forget your super chats.
It's gonna be big, right?
It's gonna be big.
It's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. We'll see you soon, guys.
I know.
Okay, so I still have my question from 10 minutes ago. I gotta get this out because my OCD mind, I'm going to
Oh,
forget it.
please. Feel free, brother.
All right. I heard something the other day in a courtroom, and I heard this with my own ears, and I'm going to tell what I heard. Okay. Now, what I heard,
logical,
and of course, I don't think anybody knew I was listening, but I try to listen whenever I'm in places like that. But whenever I was in a courthouse the other day, and of course, I was, 5 or 6 feet away, and I actually heard your daughter telling a lawyer this. And of course, she was looking at the lawyer, but I could see her eyes. And she was describing an instance just like you're describing. She says, my friends have made fun of me for this. She said, whenever you have a friend come up and stick their phone in your face and it's a YouTube video and says, isn't this your mom? And snickers and walks off as she had she wasn't crying, but you could tell that she was so tore up that her eyes were welling up with like a soft film of tears on them.
Think about that for just a minute. In order to defend Chrissy, they are trying to get to Billy by cyber stalking his underage daughter on the internet. And all in an attempt to get a negative reaction from Billy in order to be able to try to get some kind of content out of it that they can doctor and then give to the judge. But, you know, I understand sometimes the ends justifies the means, but that is not always the case. And in this case, they are risking emotionally damaging a teenage girl, all in an attempt to, I guess, in a misguided effort, defend their moron savior. Well,
What upsets me is that they're making money off of it. That's what bothers me. Is we didn't ask to be on YouTube. We didn't ever even think this would be an issue. So that they're making money off of the stress and the drama is disgusting to me. And another thing that I seen people saying last night in a chat is, well, he's up here putting his child on YouTube. No, we're up here correcting the record.
It's insane that they're doing this to this little girl. For what? For what?
Yeah, weaponizing a child is disgusting. That's a
In
getting
all
violent
aspects.
thing. Yes.
Like the court, like the shit that's going on in court, like to begin with, is complete weaponization of a child, right?
Yeah.
But then for them to take that to bring it to YouTube to further weaponize same said child, like y'all need to grow the fuck up and realize that you're only hurting the kid, right? In the long term, like, yeah, you're hurting the other two, right? Or at least like
this is forever. Even if Google goes away, it's forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's on hard drives.
You do realize that like that kid's gonna grow up and not have you there yipping and yapping in their ear forever, right? They're gonna be an adult and they're gonna be able to make their own decision. And you think they're not gonna be interested? I doubt it.
But yes, and we was dressed appropriately, and I already knew these Indiana rules of proceedings before I actually went. I actually done my due diligence and actually looked them up, even though their attorney asked me. I still wanted to be sure that I knew Kentucky's laws, but I wanted to check Indiana's laws. So, and that was part of that word salad in the live on the way to the courthouse. That's one of the things that made me laugh is whenever he kept restating closed court hearing. No, it wasn't a closed court hearing, but that made it sound better for the audience. More clicks and views and more super chats.
Absolutely fantastic, JJ. Oh, that was good, brother. Now that, JJ, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is how you make a damn entrance onto a live stream panel.
That's right.
Man, that's great.
Wrong. Wrong.
But they were also, to reiterate the other lie that's going around that it's a closed court and that nobody can be in there during this court hearings and blah, 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 blah. They were in the courtroom while the case before us was going on. So they were not part of that party. They were not part of that case. And they were allowed, along with those people's friends and family, to be in that courtroom. So if it's good for the custody hearing before us, what would make anybody think that they're just going to shut it all down for us? We are allowed to have people at that courtroom to support us.
Mhm.
The two people that were there as witnesses because they have witnessed things that have gone on, things that have happened, things that are pending, things that have happened to them from the other party of our court case. So I'm not sure why people out in the YouTube world would believe those types of things.
About, and I don't even know if Mr. Kaiser knows this yet, but it is public record. Anyone can call the courthouse and inquire. But Mike, do you have a court date coming up? Did your case get put on the docket, Mike, for February 5th, 2025? Mike.
Damn.
You gotta go to court, bud? Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
For public safety is no longer dumbwaiters to do with what he wants. For public safety, officially and legally has new owners.
Yes.
And JJ, would you like to tell the Roughnecks who those owners are?
Myself, Anya Meadows, and Chris Ruff. We've actually joined forces and we opened up an LLC in Kentucky. The name of it is For Public Safety. It is a licensed business in the state of Kentucky with a EIN number through the IRS. So we are legit.
This is why I say JJ's a fucking moron. JJ's going to walk himself into trouble. Him essentially, even though he got found guilty of violating the Kentucky Ethics Code, they didn't punish him at all. So to JJ, what that means is, oh, fucking open season. Now, an elected official starts an LLC with a convicted felon to go after, specifically with the only intent to go after a dude that JJ is involved in a court case with. What in the living fuck is wrong with you, JJ? How stupid are you, dude? Answer very.
You know, I've had a lot of people ask me, why the name? I've actually had quite a few people.
Yeah, this is interesting. He's had a lot of people ask him, why did he create a YouTube channel? Why did he name it For Public Safety? Right? And this is his answer as to why he chose that name.
Well, I always say there's a silver lining to every cloud, and maybe some people come into your life for a reason. But I think the name is very fitting. Not only am I a public servant, but I also work for public safety. So, as a public servant and looking out for people's safety, I think I'm for public safety.
There you go. It matches perfect. Public for public safety. Public works for public safety. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vestige of Peace is right. Dude, yeah, why not work with DirectD? Why not add another fucking dude running from a warrant to your stable of criminals, JJ?
Right. Like JJ, is it okay for your employment to be just interacting with known wanted individuals. Is he still running from those warrants, JJ?
Yeah,
Still
he
running
had
from those warrants?
4 of them. He got 1 quashed.
Whoa, buddy.
Conspiring with known felons. Way to go, JJ.
Times have you been arrested for retorting the police, or whatever kind of event led up to that? Why you was retorting the police?
How many times? 23 times since 2021. I've been arrested twice for aggravated assault and once for resisting arrest, obstructing, disorderly conduct, fucking what else, dude? Trespassing over and over and over, all kinds of shit.
That's actually mind blowing. I thought you was going to say 2 or 3 times.
No.
20 something times.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you for being here. So let me just for clarity and everything, there is an element of financial interest with JJ. We are business partners. I just want to be very clear about that, so you guys aren't like later on. Yeah, just to be clear about that and transparent. Fucking fucks.
Yes. So please jump on the website after and order a T-shirt.
Yeah,
We got plenty of T-shirts. No.
Buy a direct D shirt.
That's right. That's right.
Outfitfreedom.com. Buy a direct D shirt.
No, and I can promise, and man, we're not part of this stream is not to promote any merchandise or try to get anybody to buy anything. That is not why I'm on here.